our presentation on hydrates. What are hydrates? Hydrates are a class of compound that contain a water molecule dispersed inside an ionic crystal. Hydrates are found in many household items like moisturizers, which use hydrates to moisturize your skin. The purpose of this experiment is to learn how to identify hydrates and anhydrates. Anhydrates are created when you heat hydrates and the water evaporates, leaving anhydrates. To find out the properties of hydrates, examples To find out the properties of hydrates, examples included the substance change color and shape after heating, if water droplets condense, and if it is soluble in water.
Ready?
Okay, so we used some safety equipment and other materials. We used goggles, gloves, a Bunsen burner, crucible and its lid, a weighing scale, and a test tube. These are our compounds that we had: copper sulfate, nickel chloride, magnesium sulfide, and sodium chloride. This is the first step that we took. First, we weighed 0.2 grams of each substance, examined the characteristics of the substances. The powders were CuSO4, white powder, and it was a blue crystal for the hydrate. For NiCl2, it was a green crystal. Magnesium sulfide was a white crystal, and NaCl was a white crystal. So after heating, we had the same color for CuSO4, and for this one it changed to a brown crystal. This one stayed the same, and this one had the same color and same shape. The crucible was heated first for approximately 10 minutes to clean off foreign contaminants. After placing each sample inside a crucible, the samples heated gently for 5 minutes and then 10 minutes with a higher temperature. The characteristics of the substances were re-examined to see if there was any noticeable changes to them.
Alright, so after applied heat to the tests for signs of condensation at the edge of the test tube, condensation indicates that the substance is a hydrate. In this case, we have copper sulfate didn't condense, but the hydrate of copper sulfate did. For nickel chloride, it condensed. For magnesium sulfate, it also condensed, but for sodium chloride, it did not. Then we added water to our test in order to determine if the substance was soluble in water. And as you can tell, both the hydrate and the regular copper sulfate was not soluble in water, but nickel chloride, magnesium sulfate, and sodium chloride were soluble in water. And from this analysis, we can conclude that the hydrates are nickel chloride, magnesium sulfate, and sodium chloride. Okay? So for objective C of our experiment, we were given unknown number 1 for the hydrate. The weight of the crucible without the lid was 25.58 grams. The weight of the crucible plus the hydrate inside was 26.10 grams.